Hello everyone, good afternoon, Rose here. Today I'm covering Foodie Beauty's live stream, which she just completed, called Addressing Drama One Last Time. So I would go live and react to this with you guys. I've never done a live reacting to Foodie, but I was really considering this one. But there are a lot of reactors all reacting to this today. So knowing that, I'm going to just do a recorded video instead. Honestly, I can't blame the reaction channels that are doing a live react to this live, because this is a live that everybody's been waiting for. Now, I will say this is not a complete rage out. She's not cursing and absolutely losing her mind, but this was the closest thing to a rage that we've seen in quite a while, especially with Salah being in the picture. So it's a bit spicy, so everybody's covering it. I'm going to do my recorded video and you guys can just watch along with me. And I will say right now, before we get started, I usually make my react videos about an hour long. I have a feeling this react video is going to be over an hour long just because there's a lot of stuff all the way through it. Normally I cut off for live streams about 3/4 of the way through because I've just had enough, but there's a lot of stuff here. So it might be longer than usual. I'm just letting you know. So where are we? Well, let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see where we are, because there's a lot of stuff I want to cover here besides her live stream. Kind of piece some things together. So there's her live stream. Before we get into that, let's go over here. Let's go backwards in time for just a minute. So this is the community post that Foodie put out 17 hours ago, saying drama queens making a bigger deal than usual out of a joke. To remind you, you all say horrible things and do invasive things on the daily. Yes, this is a non-apology. I don't like apologizing for every potential thing that could offend someone. It was clearly a joke. Context matters. And this saying is common in the gaming world here. Now, what Foodie is referring to is a comment that Salah made, and I got to be careful with what I say because YouTube and their rules about monetization. He told someone to go unalive themselves and see you in hell. He made that comment, and a lot of people have reported it. A lot of people have done videos about it. I knew about it yesterday, and I didn't want to show it on my channel. I didn't want to upset anyone. People unaliving themselves is a serious thing, but that's what she's referring to. So Foodie made this community post going off. She's not apologizing. Foodie, why'd you even bother to make this community post? What was the point of this community post? You could have just said nothing. That would have been better. But you just took the moment to go off in your community post. You did not have to. You didn't have to address it, but you did because you're dying for any and all opportunities to go off in a rage. Because we know over here that you're dying to go full on and rage at everybody, but Salah's there, and I'm sure Salah is whispering in your ear and telling you, reel it back in. So he's keeping you on a short leash, and he's making you reel it back in, and you don't want to. You are an angry person. You've got that rage boiling inside of you, and you want to let it out, but you can't. So you're letting it out in very small portions. What else do we have here? So there's a couple of posts I want to cover on Twitter. Perfectly Imperfect says, theory, Foodie Beauty is broke. They have no money. Notice they haven't left the little apartment in days. No vlogs because they've gone nowhere. They can, something might live stream for content. It's also why she cut Pete's off. And I'm bringing that comment up because it's an excellent comment, Perfectly Imperfect. I believe that you are right, Perfectly Imperfect. I believe that Foodie Beauty is low on money. I remember all those times that she would get her paycheck and she would go through all the money in about a week. And the week or 2 weeks before her next paycheck, she was always broke. If you guys remember, she talked about borrowing money from her family and also taking out payday loans. Well, it's about 7 days until her next paycheck. And the trip to Kuwait, I'm sure, was not cheap. So I've noticed that in the vlogs and the live streams that Foodie's been showing, they're not eating any expensive food. It's all like cheap takeout sandwiches, things like that. I mean, it looks clearly like everything is on a very, very tight budget. And there's nothing wrong with that, being on a tight budget if you got to save money for food. But where it's confusing is Foodie said that Salah had money. Did she not make the comment that he had money and she could quit YouTube? Yeah, she said that. She said that he had money and that he was going to take care of her and that she could quit YouTube, not to worry about anything. And yet, it just doesn't seem like he's spending any money on her. He's over there popping up with a new phone, but they're not going anywhere. They're really not doing anything of note. It's just, let's just do everything as cheaply as possible. She talked about going somewhere and finding things on the cheap. So what happened to having him hold a whole bunch of money, Foodie? What happened? I think that you're paying for everything. And I want to give credit to Foxy8 because she came up with this term. Foodie is on her money moon, not her honeymoon, her money moon. She's paying for this. And right now she's low on money, so they can't do very much. So I agree with you, Perfectly Imperfect. Oh, and here's a clip from Queen of WTF. And this is from the live stream. So let's just watch for a moment.
Please. It makes me, honestly, this whole thing just makes me realize maybe the Holy Trinity never had my best interest in heart. Maybe that's the whole time, because where are they now?
What is it? Bees.
So she's talking about plain cheeseburger, sofa Lamborghini, and sofa king. So there's no more unholy trinity. Are they gone? Have they been blocked? Have they been banned? Are they still hanging around? I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. I don't know what it's going to take for anybody on Foodie's side of the fence to figure out that she doesn't care about anybody but herself. Anyone connected to her is disposable. I mean, example, look at Pete's. He's known her for 17 years. He is someone that Foodie has known since high school. And look at the way she treats Pete's. And if she looks at Pete's the way she does, and she talks to him the way she does, and that's a real live person in her life that she's known since high school. Do you think she's going to put any value on a complete stranger that she can't even see? No, she values no one but herself. If you're someone in her chat, if you're a viewer, you are just a resource for money, for revenue. That's all you are to her. You are a dollar bill. You are a purse or a wallet or a pocketbook. You are an ATM. And she's always reaching her little grimy hand in to get a few bills out. But beyond that, you have no position of importance to her. So with that said, let's go over to the actual live stream. Like I said, there's a lot here. So we are gonna stay more than just a minute. But let's see what Foodie has to say about the drama. And by the way, Foodie, you didn't have to address anything. You really didn't have to address anything. This is your channel. You can choose to address something or not address something. But let's be honest. Everybody's been telling you the vlogs are boring. They are super boring. There's no chemistry between you and Salah. We're not seeing very much. We're not seeing anything exciting at all. So you need something to make the views. You need something to get that coin. So let's just go out to the reaction channels and what they have to say. It's weird. It's when you think about it, Foodie Beauty, she calls us content thieves over here. She says that we're vultures. But who's picking at whose scraps right now, Foodie? You're going after the reaction channels looking for content because your content ideas suck. Nobody likes them. Your VIBs are complaining. You're coming after us looking for content to spice things up. Isn't that something? The one person accusing us of being vultures is over there picking our corpses, looking for content. Yeah, that's you. You did that. You're doing that. Anyway, let's go with the live stream.
Beezers that will come in soon, I guess. We have to just wait a few minutes for the beezers to arrive. So I don't have to repeat myself over and over. Hey, Beez Sugars. Lynn, Kavella. Well, we'll get to that, Carla, in a second.
Yeah, she can't address it right away. She's got to make sure she's got a full room of people. I remember all the live streams that Foodie did, and she would always get upset if the room wasn't full of people. She'd be like, "Where is everybody?" When you keep up this boring content, Chantal, you're going to have less and less people in the room, especially with the attitude of how much you don't care about the people who put money into your pocket. That I don't care attitude is going to make you even more broke. And you know what? If that happens, I love that for you. I really love that for you. Let's see how long Salah sticks around when you don't have the money.
Okay, I don't have my ring light on so you can see all my makeup. Ula, hi Mimi. Ula D. Lucy West, hi. Faith, hi Faith. Rose.
Hello, guys.
No, Brooke. Hello. Courtney, love you too. Hi, Golden Girl. Hello, Faith. Hi, Jade. How you been? Trixie, hi, down under. Hello. Morning over there, huh? Love the time difference. Hey, Rebbe. You don't owe people explanations. I know.
Well, you don't have to give us one. You're choosing to do it because you need content. Bottom line, I mean, you're not doing this live stream for free. You could easily not monetize your stream and say what you want to say, but you're going to make sure you monetize everything. You're looking for content. Because like I said, your vlogs ain't cutting it no more. People are bored. They're so bored. I'm bored. Are you guys bored? Say that you're bored in the comments. You're bored of Chantal's content. We're bored. We're over it. Yawn. We're going to sleep.
Congratulations. Hey, Bad Boy Tragic. Thank you. That's nice of you. Hey, Reginald.
Ew, tragic. Ew.
Beeper. Beezer. I taught Salah where Chevy use.
Hey, Chevy Hughes.
Yeah, my cat. They all know that Chevy use. I use it all the time. Hi, Mimi from Nepean. Oh, back all the way back in Ottawa. I talked to my mom and aunt today. We did, and they showed me the first snowfall. Isa, welcome to Very Important Bees. There's Ready, Set, Bees. Nina, Mbatu, welcome to Very Important Bees. Ready, Set, Bees. Welcome, new members.
So this super chat for somebody saying, "Sad Big Bird." People are allowed to be concerned. You share your life. Yes, she overshares. She's overshared, like for months and months. She overshared. She kept saying, "I'm an open book," and she overshared. But the moment somebody new that comes in the picture, considering her past with Nader, and they're asking simple, normal questions, suddenly everything's invasive. Everything is invasive. Can't ask that. You ask that, you're going to get blocked.
Are people allowed to be concerned? If there's reason for concern, not based on things that people make up. Hello, my homesick. Actually, no.
Can I just say something before we get deep into this live stream? I know there are people that are sending super chats because they know Salah is reading the chat. And maybe the thinking is, if I send a super chat and Salah reads it and it's something shocking, something that has to do with her not so distant past, something she's done, something she's said, that he's going to get outraged and want to leave Foodie. People are sending super chats, not so much for Chantal, but to get to Salah. Can I just say this to those people? Look, it's your money. You can spend it how you like. But if you're sending super chats, thinking that whatever you're going to say is going to affect Salah, that you're going to get to him somehow, let me just save you the trouble. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about Foodie. I don't know exactly what deal he and Chantal have worked out. If it's a money deal, if it's something besides money, or a little bit of both. But he's got a horse in this race. That's pretty apparent. There is a reason, there's a very strong reason why he's hanging around Foodie, why he's putting up with Foodie, why he's role-playing being her husband. He's got a serious horse in this race. And he wants to make sure that the horse goes all the way through to the finish line and he gets his reward, whatever that is. So whatever you guys have to say to him in a super chat, he's not going to care. He's going to brush it off because he's keeping his eye on the prize. And the prize is whatever it is he and Foodie have worked out. So anybody thinking they're sending a super chat and it's going to wake Salah up and he's going to go, oh my God, I didn't know that. You can tell him things. He doesn't give a crap. It's not going to change his mind. He's there for some strong reason. And he's not going to leave until whatever it is that's worked out is come to fruition. I'm just saying.
Not really, honestly. Of course I miss my family, my cats and things, but friends, family, cats, but that's okay. I'm happy with Salah here, so. This is drama last time. Yes. No, he has not seen snow in real life, I don't think. Okay, Salah? That's comic. You can be concerned and bullying is never okay. Exactly. I want to say that right off the bat. Criticism and bullying are different, okay?
Yeah, with you going on to different reaction channels and getting in their comment sections, that's bullying, Foodie, because you make a point to go off your channel, go into live chats, go into comment sections, and make yourself known. So before you give your little speech about bullying, practice what you preach. Then maybe people might listen to you. Until then, ain't nobody hearing you.
I think we can agree people go way too far in my life.
You
So
go too
Lord.
far. This is the same woman that when she was angry, she was actually on her live stream and she was saying, I will pay Kiwi Farms to dox someone. This is the same woman that when she was mad at Didi, she gave a whole ass address. And she was giving out Didi's personal information. This one talking about bullying. This one who's guilty of doxing people. Her saying, oh, it's not all right to bully. No, it's not all right to bully, and it's not all right to dox people either. But you've done those things. But yet you're going to wag your finger at everybody else.
And then who made me change her name? We're concerned, but she seems fine. Okay, so are you calling me selfish stuff? Because I'll block you. All right, Didi and Nader, hi. Hey, Issa, welcome, by the way. We are good. So I actually made notes because you know how scatterbrained I am, and I think when I have a topic that I actually want to talk about, I think I will actually make notes so I don't forget anything and just go off path.
I think the reason why she makes notes is because she has to remember exactly what she can and can't say, especially with Salah right there. And if she runs her mouth, she's going to get in trouble. So it's safer for her to make notes.
The Uber Eats well.
Hello guys, how are you doing?
Hope you are all well today. Yes, number one.
Hello all of users.
From King and Queen Beezer. No, I haven't made a Pokemon Go account yet, but I'm in love with the Snorlax because it's so cute. Alright, Alright, so I'm gonna say this is the last time because we like debated for a while even addressing any of this stuff. Honestly, I really just I want to say I've been saying some kind of mean things to back to reactors and comments. So I thought if you
Well, okay, let me just stop you right there, Chantal. You've been saying stuff back to reactors and comments, but what you forgot to mention was where the comments were. Because the reactors are not in your comments. You've had your comments turned off for weeks. It's you going on to their comment sections. And more people are getting tired of it and blocking you from doing that, which I approve of, because if you're going to rage, you should do it on your channel. But you've had your comments turned off for weeks. And then you mosey on over everybody else's backyards and say what you got to say, and people are sick of you doing that. So you just admitted that you're on YouTube bothering other people when you don't have to. Just like you don't have to watch the videos and the live streams of the reaction channels and see what they're saying. And what's even more surprising, but yet not, is that in this live stream you also talk about, like, you're watching Nader and Didi. You're watching their content. Imagine that. You're supposed to be newly married on your money moon, and you're still concerned about your ex. If that person next to you was your husband, and if the marriage was real, if I was him, I would be upset. Like, you marry him and you still can't stop talking about your ex? Excuse me, bye.
you guys, any of my regular people that I care about, any abusers that you find disappointing behavior from me, I'm sure you're
Wait,
used to it.
first of all, it's look at the eyebrow.
It's a welcome eyebrow, yeah. You can give them a welcome eyebrow from now on.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, I don't welcome yet. Rebe says, hi, Beezer Salah. Aisha, hi. You have every right to defend yourself. Swag Daddy, I want it to be the last time. Because
Yeah, Swag Daddy says one last time. Now, let's not be a fibby foodie. Yeah. Foodie's got to have the last word of the last word of the last word for the last time on the last. How many videos and live streams have we seen from her where she's like, I'm going to address this one last time. 10 streams later, oh, I'm going to address this one more time. The last word is something she stretches out for like 10 more live streams. Here's the thing. She didn't have to talk about this at all. This live stream that she's doing right now did not have to happen. Nobody asked her to do this. Nobody asked her to talk about this. She chose to do it because she needs content. I mean, we're getting into the holiday season. These are the few months where the per 1,000 views rate goes up a little bit more. And so she's trying to pump out the content, trying to get a little bit of that holiday money. Tell the truth, Foodie.
it's not, it just gives me a headache. It's not worth it.
Then don't talk
It
about
does
it.
make me look bad when I reply in a nasty way, but honestly, I just like, I snap. I can't help it sometimes.
Yeah, you can. Stay out of other people's channels. Done.
People are so unhinged no matter what you say. It's somehow always something exactly. So I just want to say, I see a lot of fake virtue signaling.
And how are you seeing it? Are we showing it to you? Are we sending our videos and live streams to your email? Are we in your Instagram mail sending you stuff? No, you're seeking it out. You're all over YouTube, Miss Nosy busybody over there. You're running all over YouTube, seeking out stuff. Why? Content. You need content. And you showing us little clips of the desert and the power lines ain't cutting it, and you know it. You know it.
Going on by reaction channels.
I think it's gonna be a small message for these pathetic people who are talking about us.
Yeah. I I
Go
wasn't.
ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't going to address, like, we debated it, like I said, we weren't going to address Skullmania, Smeagol, aka Roman, Nader, Didi, those people. Okay, we weren't going to address that, but they are going hard using our names for clout.
The harmony couples.
The Harmony couple, yeah, the couple.
I will agree with Chantal on this right here. Are Nader, Didi, and Roman basically using her name for clout? Yes, they are. I mean, Nader and Didi, they were gone for a while. And the moment that Nader came back on, he immediately started talking about Chantal. Immediately. He could have focused on any other thing. And he said before he left, he wanted her to leave him alone, stop talking about him. Now she's with Salah, and he's talking about her. So which is it, Nader? Do you want her to talk about you, or don't you? You said you wanted Chantal away from you. And Didi's over there with you. You could focus on your own deal. But you're still trying to ride Chantal's coattails. Get it through your head, Nader. You were once a main player in the show. You were a main actor. You're a main cast member. Now you're a former cast member. She has no use for you. Same thing with you, Roman. You were like a cast member for 5 minutes. And then you revealed your hand too quickly and you got pushed out. And now you're trying to hold on to the vapors of what's left. Like these former cast members, they're forming a mutiny because they're not getting the attention anymore. Because they got 5 minutes in the spotlight, and after their 5 minutes, they just couldn't take that 5 minutes and do something productive with it. So let's just try to capitalize on what we were known for. Ugh, pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
The couple who has the nerve to say anything about us. Like, let's get into that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They are so funny couples, by the way.
So I want to address whenever I defend myself, I find it funny that reaction channels cry victim, like a certain one that I'm kind of more nasty to. I can't stand fake people. So I just want to say, for example, that breezing lady is so fake with the oh hi blah blah blah. But then for example, these people will make videos. I'm not allowed to comment on their behavior. I'm not allowed to tell them to go take their kid for a walk instead of bullying me online and use.
You know, are you angry at Just Reason because now you're blocked from commenting on her videos? Same thing with Perfectly Imperfect. I've heard she's also blocked you. The people that you bully the most and go after the most, they're tired of your crap. And now you can't go on their comment sections and bother them. Are you mad because they blocked you from doing that? They should have blocked you. They should. It's ridiculous. They're reactors. They're reacting to you. They're just doing videos, Chantal. They don't go into your VIB chat and bother you. They're just reacting to you. You're the one acting out all kinds out of pocket.
Using my videos and my going in my Instagram, posting my Instagram for content.
For views.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to defend myself. I'm not allowed to defend myself against these people who comment on the way I take care of my pets, which causes people to call the SPCA on me. They're allowed to be invasive in my everyday life. They're allowed to make comments on my relationship right from the get-go when they know nothing. They're allowed to make comments in my personal life every day, but I'm not allowed to retort. So you know what? That's BS, and that's too bad for you. Stay mad.
You know what's funny is you keep saying stay mad. I'm sick of hearing you say that, stay mad, because it seems like the only person who's staying mad is you. The reactors aren't mad. We're not mad. We're doing our videos. Nobody's mad over here. Everybody's having a good time. You're the one who's staying mad. You're the one who can't stop doing raging community posts and live streams where you're getting all snippy and snappy because you're around Salah. He don't want nothing to do with you intimately. You're the one in a bad mood and letting it out. So it's funny that you sit there and you say, stay mad, stay mad. Nobody is angry but you, Foodie. Nobody's angry but you. It's obvious that you're angry. And I don't care what you say. Watching you, I'm watching you, ma'am. I can tell that there's a lot of rage inside of you. You're holding it all in, and it's killing you to not let it all out, to not have that freedom to let out that rage. You got to hold it in. You got to behave yourself. You can't act completely feral. Ooh, you don't like holding it in, but you have to. You have to let out little bits here and there, but you want to let it all out. You know you want to be back home in Canada, doing the edibles, drinking, doing whatever else, eating your fast food. You would love to be back home right now, letting out all that rage, unsupervised, unchecked. You want to let it out. This whole thing around Salah, you're playing a part, but it's not who you are. It's not who you are. And we're going to get a big rage eventually. All we have to do is be patient.
Bridget. Hello, A plus. She catfished you. No BS, you're here, so you do care. Actually, you care enough to give me $2. So get off the pot. All right. So also these people fat shame me on the daily. Heart comments that fat shame me on the daily and make.
You know what, Chantal? Don't make me bring up your community post. Actually, you made a couple of them where you were fat shaming Perfectly Imperfect. What did you call her? Buzz Lightyear's girlfriend? And you were showing big blown up pictures of Perfectly Imperfect, who, by the way, is a very attractive woman. But you're over there making claims about people fat shaming you. And yet you feel free to shame other people for their weight. And let's also not forget you shaming reactors for being older, like T and Sass. How many things have you said about T and Sass? And she's a older woman. The things you said about her. You're all about age shaming, fat shaming, shaming people's appearances. You're just a big old bully. Usually people who are bullies, they accuse other people of bullying so nobody will notice how much of a bully they are. And that's you.
Fun of me on the daily. So I put up with a lot online, and sometimes I snap, and I'm not going to apologize for it. So deal with it. All right, now for Roman. Or do you have anything to say about that?
Which one? For which?
I was gonna get out for the reaction channels, crying victim over the joke that was made in yesterday's live stream or whatever.
You just now go ahead, then I will give my comment.
Yeah, well, that's all I have to say about the reaction channels. I don't want to spend too much time on them. I've already ad nauseum, my favorite word.
Oh, God.
You know, said that, but no tribe he has not spent 4 years in Canada. Why? All right. So I was going to your beauty intimidates them. Thanks, Nina, for the super chat. Oh, good for you, Wet Turtle. Bye. Just stay in your lane. If you don't like it, don't watch. Yeah. Calling the embassy in Kuwait is uncalled for. Yeah, exactly. People are so invasive. And you push me to a limit where it's like, honestly, sorry. So.
You know, I hate the fact that she's using that word now, invasive. So ad nauseum and invasive are her two new favorite words. You know what, Foodie? You going on the reaction channel comment sections and bothering them, I would call that invasive. You posting blown up pictures of different people on your community post, I would call that invasive. I would call those things invasive because you're making a point to bother others. that really aren't bothering you. They're not, like I said, going onto your channel and bothering you. You do your chat, we leave you alone. You get bored, you get antsy looking for content, you come over here, you cross the fence, and you look for content. But you bothering people the way you do, that's invasive, ma'am.
What I say a few mean words to you. What do you want, a hug after how you treat me? Exactly. So this is the thing Brooke said. Exactly. They want us to address it. They're pushing us to address it because they have nothing else. Lolo. Yeah, but if you want to listen to a hillbilly talk in a crappy accent for 2 hours, fat shaming somebody at her age, go for it. All right. By the way, she's 300 pounds herself. All right. So, Roman, I'm not going to spend too much time on you because that's also what you want. But
You know, here's the thing with Chantal, and I don't know where she got this, but she seems to think everybody in the United States is a hillbilly. She thinks we're all hillbillies. I want to point something out to you, Chantal. You talk badly about the US and the people here, call us all hillbillies. But it was you, ma'am, that drove across the border. You drove 6 hours across the border for fast food in the United States. That was you. Yes, you did that. You were living in Canada, but you drove across the border for a burger. And also keep in mind that YouTube is a United States company. Okay? So before you go putting down the United States, you might want to think about things like that.
pretty much just trash. So, I will speak in your language so you understand. Okay, you are Enta Walad Miskeen, and that is
A sad boy.
a sad boy. All right. Just so you know, doxing is illegal. So if you plan on doxing, you can plan on having the police at your door. All right. Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say about you. Keep drinking. All right. Now, the trash bag and his cuckold girlfriend.
We call it, you can call him Gazma.
Gesma?
Yes.
I'm going to speak in your language. Actually, this is specifically an Egyptian term. Enta ibn al labwa. All right.
Wow.
All right.
It hurts. Oh. HURTS.
It hurts. You should really get an RO on FFG. She's going to be dealt with. Don't worry. She's going to shut her smoky hole up one way or another. All right. So let's just say number one. Yes, you have influenced how my future is going. You are an influence in my future. Absolutely. You have pretty much cemented self-worth in myself by realizing I can be treated like a queen by somebody without being abused every day, without being cheated on every day, without being used every day and lied to. Yes, a real man right here, right here. So I just want to say, keep using our names for views. You're not going to get any. I don't know if you haven't noticed, you haven't been past 8,000 subscribers in how long. People are not.
So she just admitted that she's still looking at his channel. She's still paying attention to his views and his channel and keeping an eye on it. She just got married. Why are you still paying attention to your ex? That's creepy. And Salah, dude, I don't like you. You strike me as a smooth talking operator, a scammer, a grifter. You strike me as that type. You're a bit more refined than Nader, but you're still in the same ballpark. But you should pay attention to what's going on right now. This person, Foodie Beauty, I don't know if what's going on between you two. what deal you have worked out, whatever money deal, because there's something. You got a major horse in this race, and you are not going to let go until your horse crosses the finish line. That's pretty apparent. But please pay attention. This woman, Foodie Beauty, she's vengeful and she's wrathful. And if you cross her, the moment you cross her, she's going to rail on you on her channel. She's going to put the spin on it that you were abusive to her behind the scenes. I mean, she's going to go full throttle. Believe me, it's going to happen. She'll do it. If you cross her in any way, if you don't give her what she wants, if she's got it inside of her head, the two of you are really in a relationship, and then you want to break it off with her for whatever reason, she's vengeful. She's going to get her revenge. She's going to talk shit about you on her channel for months. She might encourage people from her channel to go to your channel and leave nasty comments. You have no idea what you signed up for. But you know what? If you hooked up with Foodie thinking she was an easy mark and you were going to get what you get out of her, maybe that's something that's a lesson you got to learn. You know? Like I said, I don't know what's going on between you two, but it's definitely not love. But you have no clue what you just signed on for. You have no idea of what kind of a tsunami Chantal can be. But you'll find out in time, my friend. You will. Because I got a feeling this whole thing between you and her is going to break down really soon. We're going to see the mother of all meltdowns from her. And when that happens, Salah, you're going to be on the receiving end of her storm.
They're not watching you for your cooking. They're watching to see you go to jail. That's what they're watching you for, okay?
Soon,
Oh, you know what? She said something important. Let me just back it up. Okay, I was talking over it. I'm so sorry. Let's play that again.
Keep using our names for views. You're not going to get any. I don't know if you haven't noticed you haven't been past 8,000 subscribers in how long. People are not watching you for your cooking. They're watching to see you go to jail. That's what they're...
You know what? And she ain't wrong. She is not wrong. People are watching Nader for his cooking. His cooking is trash. Even after several months on YouTube, his cooking videos are a joke. People are watching Nader to see when he's going to get his comeuppance. But the same could be said about you, Foodie. I mean, let me just give you some pure honesty here, which is something you don't know how to do. You don't know how to be honest. The reason why people are watching you is not because of your content being interesting. They're waiting for your comeuppance. They're waiting for your karma, whatever that may be, whatever form it may take. They want to see you get your comeuppance. They want to see the moment that karma shows up at the party and starts destroying everything. We're here for it. That's why people watch you. They're waiting for that comeuppance moment. So just as you say, people are watching Nader to see when he goes to jail. People are watching you to see when karma's going to come knocking and you answer the door. And then she just starts rubbing her hands together and saying, okay, let's do this.
They're watching you for, okay?
soon, inshallah.
No, and so I just want to say Didi now.
That young lady.
The young lady. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm not age shaming you, Didi, but you do look like you've aged 20 years. I know what that's like. I've been through it last year. So, hey, Foodie Princess. Well, you did change your picture, so all right. You say my husband has no personality. None. Coming from Queen of Personality, I guess. Somebody who completely inserted their life into our life so that you could have a meaning to your life. You're like housing an abuser, paying for all of his rent, all of his way. Hi, basic. But
Okay, I'm confused though. So in this live stream though, Chantal reveals that Didi lost her job. So I'm confused how Didi could pay for everything if she did lose her job. Who's paying the rent and the bills over there? I'm just curious. Who's paying for the bills and the rent if Didi lost her job? But not Didi looking at Salah and saying he has no personality. Hey, Didi, you're boring. Okay? You're boring. The one live stream you did on your channel, you were boring, girl. You got nothing. So you're over there calling Salah boring, but girl, you're boring. You are. You know you are.
yet he has no personality. Really? Do you want to compare? What's your
They're
personality?
both equally boring.
Trying to be me? Really? Like, and the reason I say you're a cuckold is because your man is literally asking to vlog with me. Still, to this day.
In front of her.
In front of you. And
She's silent.
he's only come live again to address me. And you've made it clear that you guys are obsessed with me still. All you do is watch every little thing I do.
And you're over there watching his channel because you just admitted a few minutes ago that you were paying attention to his views. So this is so ridiculous, y'all. This is so ridiculous. Chantal is with Salah. She should be paying attention to no one other than Salah. But her attention is everywhere. It's on Salah, it's on the reaction channels, it's on Didi and Nader, and going to Nader's channels and noticing his views and his sub count and all that, and paying attention to Didi. Her attention is everywhere except for what she really should be paying attention to. How does this even make sense?
So, who's pathetic?
You
Yeah.
are.
That's what I thought. So,
Raby said she's really such a vile woman. I don't understand why people follow her. It's disgusting.
yeah, Didi? Listen, you, so I found out today from your boyfriend's big mouth, everyone found out, that you lost your job because of me and my beezers. Are you learning that gaslighting from the king of gaslighting or what? Because you're learning a little, like honestly, number one, you came into this scene using your whole name. First of all, so there, when you come online on YouTube, hard lesson for you, and I'll never be happy that someone loses their job, but you pretty much are responsible for you losing your own job. So I'm the one responsible for you losing your job when. Not those videos though, right? Not those videos from Sam's Bar Lounge of him smacking the crap out of you, of him abusing you online, of you confessing to doing deplorable things together. No, had nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. All me and my beezers, right? You know that you both have been hated online because of him being an abusive piece of crap. So maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe they called your job because of that. Maybe it has something to do with you using your company time to make pranks for him. So no, blame the guys.
I just want to remind everyone of something. As far as Nader being on YouTube, him being on YouTube has to do with Chantal. She was the one who introduced him to YouTube. She was the one who created a channel for him. And then after creating the channel and setting it up, she was the one to film and edit and upload content for a very long time. And she did his thumbnails. And she also, on her channel, promoted him repeatedly, urging her members to sub to him. And because of that, Didi came into the picture. And Didi, I guess, liked Nader and wanted to hook up with Nader. And we all know how the story went. And here she is again with Salah, this new guy in her life. Same song, different partner. Chantal, when are you going to learn? You don't know this dude. You know you don't know this dude. And just like Nader, he's really got nothing to offer. He's got a YouTube channel, but he didn't post anything for over a year until you came along and the two of you started talking. He's basically looking at you as being the sugar mama. You know this is a honeymoon. This is not a honeymoon. You're paying for everything. Because I haven't seen him pay for anything. I don't see him giving you lavish gifts or taking you everywhere. You said this dude had money and you could quit YouTube and live comfortably, I guess, off of him, but it seems to be the other way around. I don't see him doing anything major for you. I see you doing everything for him. Same thing with Nader. You did everything for Nader. And look where it got you. And it seems like you're right back where you started. Different person, same patterns. Same patterns, but it was you who brought Nader to YouTube. You know, you created this channel for Nader and gave him an audience and all this other stuff. And what you gave, you can't completely take away. Do I think it's sad that Nader is still trying to ride your coattails? Yeah. He wanted you to leave him alone. You left him alone, and he's still trying to grab onto you. He's just not getting it through his head that his time is up and it's time to move it along.
Sitting beside you, eating popcorn. Blame him, okay? And you, trash, under my shoe. Your mom is blaming me for ruining your life? Really? You ruined your own life when you put hands on women. You ruined your own life when you are a big liar. You ruined your own life. You have to take responsibility and accountability for your actions just like everyone else. So what you're experiencing, Didi and Nader, is called karma, all right? Not me. Don't blame me. Don't blame me, because I went through a lot of crap for a whole year with you. A whole lot of crap. So, again, can it? For Beezer Nation. I'm completely done with the reaction drama, whatever community. Hypocrisy, yeah. You lost your job because you loved it the most, so now you can enjoy it the most. Right?
Yes.
And as for Salah not addressing you, he doesn't talk to trash. So he's not going to address you. You're beneath him in every way.
He doesn't talk to trash, then why is he talking to you? I'm just asking. I'm just curious. He doesn't talk to trash, but yet he's got a big old trash bag sitting right next to him. You are a trashy person, Chantal. Your behavior. You act feral. You are trashy. So he doesn't talk to trash, but I guess he'll let the trash buy him an iPhone and buy the food, right? Is that how it works?
Right. Why would he talk to you? Right? You were going to
Yes.
say something to him in Arabic, I think.
هو أصلا مكانه تحت الجزمة. Under the shoes, I mean.
Thanks for the super chat, Cicely.
We don't have to waste our time because our time is value about these kind of people.
Yeah.
So
Our time is valuable, then why aren't you on your channel making gaming content, Salah? You just made like one video. You're a gamer, right? You do gaming content. Why haven't you done gaming content? Why aren't you putting content on your channel? You're too busy sitting right next to Chantal in her chat. That's not going to help your channel, sir.
thanks for the good comments, guys.
No food.
Too many comments. We didn't read it, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. I
We
was
have to
just
go back
ranting. Popcorn is such a good choice for such poor dental situation. Stop it. What internet remembers what? I highly doubt any bees are called her place. Sorry, but it was other on reaction channels. Didi is to blame for her law. Exactly. When you go online and you insert yourself and you love it the most, this is what happens, lady. So I don't feel bad for you actually at all. I'll never feel bad for you. The two of you have put me through such hell that I'm still dealing with nightmares, and I don't feel bad for you at all. This is my karma. This life I have, I'm trying to live and not let myself be pulled down in negativity, but it always happens. This is my karma, that's yours.
You know, Chantal likes to talk about karma. I'm not a negative person, but you know, sometimes you can look at a person and look at a situation and see down the road with that person what might be happening. Chantal, whatever this is, whatever the agreement is between you and Salah, this fairy tale that you're living in right now, it's not one that's sustainable. It's not going to last forever. I mean, because you're paying for the fairy tale. This is not a free fairy tale. You're paying for this. And you're going to have to continue paying. And if you don't, the fairy tale is going to be over the moment that you stop payment. Do you realize that, right? He doesn't love you. He will never love you. There's no love energy here. I don't sense anything. And I'm not saying that as someone that I'm wishing anything bad on you. If you and Salah were the real deal, if you had that real energy between you, I would say, yeah, this thing is real. He really does love her, but he doesn't. You're both strangers. There's no connection there. There's no connection, no love. It's just a professional relationship of sorts. He is there for whatever it is he can get out of this. And then once he gets what he wants or what he needs, he's out. So I hope you haven't made the same mistake with Salah that you've made in the past. That if somebody looks at you for 5 minutes, you fall deeply in love. And you get possessive and obsessive and you start stalking them. Like I said, Salah, you have no idea what you're in for, bro. You have no idea of the storm that this one carries with her, but you're going to find out.
Ray John, keep giving us money. We don't care what you think of us. You're beneath us too. The Aisha y'all found is not me. Yeah. Nobody, that's the thing, nobody does any investigative work and they accuse me of that. They just go with whatever for the reactions. Because the OG beezers are being run off. Same beezer, yeah, stay mad. So, I guess that's all I have to say about these idiots. Anything else?
No, just throw it in the trash and let's stop talking about
Let's
these
throw
people.
them
So she had to address the drama. It took her an hour and 10 minutes to address the drama.
the trash.
Okay, forever.
Yeah.
And let's look forward for something new, something useful.
Mm-hmm. One more thing. Yes, this is the last time Via doesn't. The nerve of Didi to say it starts with a nudge and then into abuse. You would know that, wouldn't you? The whole world has seen him beat the crap out of you on a video. Have seen it. The nerve. Where do you come off say and then to say that we're lying? I've lied about everything. Not a single thing have I lied about when it comes to you guys at all.
Liar.
I wouldn't speak of him after this. Nats and Didi are coming off very obsessive and trying to stay relevant. Y'all just enjoy each other in the trip. Exactly, Ronnie.
Bad boy said,
Thank you.
why does FFG Nick looks like it's eating her face? Nice one.
That's a thing. Like, okay, you know, I hate like fat shaming, whatever, because I'm
No,
fat.
you
I'm never
don't.
gonna like, you know. But I'm sorry, after being called chinny for like ever, like I have a double.
You know, her fake outrage over people making up names for her. What does she call FFG? What is her frequent name for FFG? French fried F face. I don't want to say the curse word. She's always referring to her as that. She calls perfectly imperfect, she refers to her as a hamster. I mean, she's got her little insulting pet names for some of the reactors, does she not? So is the thought, Chantal, that I can dish it out, but I can't take it? Is that it?
Well, chin, but honestly, it's like this now. And it's like hers is like this. So why is her audience calling me chinny? Like, I don't get it. It's so hypocritical and ridiculous. Just because you don't like me, you're willing to just be hypocrites? Okay. The magician. FFG flexing her hair now going bald, saying Chantal was not a good pet mom and lost both her dogs while BBJ and Sam are still there. FF gun karma. Exactly, hypocrites, like I said. And her being like, oh, she was right all along about trash bag. No, she wasn't. When she called, I told you many times, she called me on the phone and told me complete lies that I can prove. Well, I'm maybe not now. At the time, but that
Well, let me just say this about the reaction channels and Chantal and Nader. When Chantal first started to see Nader, and Chantal herself doxed Nader. I don't know if anybody remembers or if there's any footage out there, but there was a live stream where this idiot, Chantal, she was on her phone and she pulled up Nader's number and you saw the name Nader on the screen. And it took the farmers no time at all to find Nader. So she doxed Nader before anybody else did. But once everybody found out his name, they just started digging. And Chantal, before all the drama happened, a lot of people were warning Chantal, look, we're finding him on single sites, on single dating apps, hookup apps. She was warned that he was a player, didn't want to listen. She got warned multiple times, hey, this is a bad dude, didn't want to listen. Didn't want to.
by the way, tragic. Are we talking about Smeagol? Yes. He called him. What did you call him? So yeah, I find it like he's like threatening to dox my phone number. Like that's not even legal. Lola, you can try to bring up whatever you want. He knows everything about me, and that's all in the past, so he doesn't care. So save your $2, because I'm sure you're gonna need it. They want it to be abused because they don't want you to have anything good in your life. Why? That they're miserable people. If you don't want people to have good in their life, then you're sick. She won't even show her face. That says it all. Coward. Insecure coward. All bullies are. Learn something. I only say it because she's evil. Yeah, and I'm the evil one because I'm smug, because I don't like people attacking me. Have I started weeding out some of the haters? Like in the chat, you mean? Why did Didi lose her job anyway? I'm not happy that she lost her job, but hey, that's ultimately her fault. Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to realize. Like, people are very invasive. People have called so many things on me, have done so many things, and she's not.
Regarding Didi losing her job, I don't know exactly why she lost her job, but Didi is someone that she worked for a company and she went way too public with Nader and did too much with Nader. And if you're someone you're working for a company, you're not working for yourself, you're working for a company, you have to keep that in mind about the fact that you have a job, you have employment, and you've got to be careful about your social media presence. And she wasn't careful at all.
Exempt from that, especially when you're controversial, when you've had videos like Sam's Bar Lounge come out. What do you expect? Obviously, they're going to call. Like, it's you're going to blame me, though, right? My big fat mouth. My mouth is so much prettier than yours, no matter how fat it is. Don't worry, honey. Can we get a hug? Yes. Do you miss your old chats and Beezers? Some elements of it, no, not honestly. And you can actually even see that when I would be on blocking or raging. Like, I know people think it's entertaining when I rage against people, but for me, it's not. It's emotionally tiring, and I got to get a grip on it because it just hurts myself.
It wasn't tiring. you would get on your kicks where you will block people. You get in head cheerleader mode. You'd be like, who wants to be blocked? I don't care. I'll block everybody. I don't care if I have 5 people left in my chat. That was you being a bully to your own channel members, your own VIPs. You know, you were on a power trip and you were doing it because your channel is the only area of your life where you have control. Everything behind the camera, everything behind you, you're out of control. You have no control. You have no discipline. You have no structure. You have no nothing. So to feel powerful, you exert control over other people.
So, haters. Yeah, I have blocked some Bella. She lost her job because she was being a mod for a controversial male while on work hours. Right. And that's the thing. She will do anything, anything. Unblock the fallen users. Some people don't deserve to be unblocked. I also find it terrible she lost her job. People can gossip and online. Yeah, going into real life, I think that's really disgusting, honestly. Especially somebody losing a job of 27 years, but to blame me is just ridiculous. So I don't understand when people are.
You know, I'm going to say this. I got thoughts. Didi, you're an idiot. You were in that condo and you were employed with your employer for 27 years. And you lost your job because you got involved with a crackhead, with a hothead. Was it worth it? Was it worth it to lose a job that you've had for 27 years for him? For that? No, I don't think so. You're an idiot.
We're on YouTube while at work. Look at the fish that cooked for 90 minutes, the uncooked chicken. This is definitely the boring but nice version of the chat. I mean, you guys don't have to be saints, but just be respectful of us and one another. That's it. This cooking was a crime. All this hate is ridiculous. It isn't your life, it's hers. If anything happens to her, good or bad, it does not affect anyone but her. It's okay to be concerned, but keep the negativity. Yeah, Australia, thank you. 27 years, time to move on anyway. Don't blame me for starting to block, yeah.
You know what I want to see, guys? I want to see when Chantal comes back to Canada. When she has to fly home, I want to see the live stream that she does when Salah's not there. When she comes back home to Canada and she's got access to her edibles and her food, how she's going to behave and how she's going to speak. And Salah is not directly behind her, keeping her in line. I'm not trying to be rude, but I got money on the fact the moment she gets back to Canada, she could be stocking up on edibles and everything else and just going on a major binge of epic proportions of many different things. Watch.
We're going to collate these very soon. I won't block you for talking trash about the people we just talked about. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I don't want to even be on for too long. I still have a headache from yesterday. I had a headache, so Salah was nice and went to the pharmacy and got me some headache stuff. Do you guys want to see what the headache medication looks like here?
Show them.
Brufen, 600. This is stronger than Canada and super like.
You know, I'm not familiar with that. Hold on a minute. I want to see what that's for. I'm nosy. Because that don't look like aspirin to me. What is that? I want to look. Okay, so I'm looking at the Brufen 600. It's used to treat many conditions such as headache, fever, pain, toothache, cold. So it looks like it's kind of like an aspirin type stuff. So I just want to see this because I'm like, that's an awfully big container for something that should be like aspirin or ibuprofen. Just checking. Let's keep going.
Super effective.
Ibuprofen? Brufen is their type of ibuprofen here. Because I've been having, like, I was, like, trying to tolerate the headache, but it's right here, and it's mostly, like, during positional change. So I don't think it's, like, related to anything, I don't know how to say systematic.
You know, I don't like Chantal, but I'm just going to say this. Chantal, you went from living in Canada and being in Canada to being over in Kuwait. And the climate there is very, very hot. Perhaps you're getting headaches because you are dehydrated. So you should drink more water.
Kimberly, hi. You told people to call her job in her mom's home. Yeah, when I was, like, during Cuba, I was on a, like, emotional breakdown for what they put me through. So maybe I said that, but
Yeah, you went through so much with them that you went back twice and you kept going back. Girl, stop.
people had already called her job before that. Like, everyone calls everywhere. That is Chantal is all the time. Exactly. I don't understand why everyone has to know everything about Salah when there are other YouTubers who keep their other halves' identity a complete secret. Exactly, because they don't have anything else to criticize, so they go right immediately for a relationship. And it's like, that's invasive.
Okay, let me kind of explain the difference to you, Chantal. Let me be respectful talking to you, even though you really don't deserve respect. I'll be respectful anyway, just because that's the kind of person I am. Can people be on YouTube and keep their significant others private and not show them and not talk about them? Of course they can. But that's not what you're doing with Salah. You're showing Salah. You're showing him off. You know, he's like the trophy husband or fake phony husband, whichever the case may be. He's a young guy, and you're showing him off because you want to do couples vlogs. Although I can honestly say that you guys aren't a couple and you don't have that couple energy. And he's not really adding anything to your live stream. He just sits there, barely speaking. He's worse than Pete's that way. You know, Pete's barely talks. He just comes in the room and stands behind you on his phone. Same energy. Same energy. There's no synergy there. There's no banter. There's no nothing. It's just, he's just there. He's not really adding anything of a bonus to your stream. But regardless of he's speaking or not, you're kind of making him into a streaming partner. You're showing him on your live streams he's physically there. So because you're kind of bringing him on stream and showing him on stream and he's talking, of course people want to know about him. Who is this person that you're teaming up with, that you're now bringing onto your channel? They want to know. They're curious. People are curious people, you know, just, it is what it is. So you can't get mad at people for asking about Salah. Who is this guy? What does he do? What does he do for a living? They want to get to know him the way they want to get to know you. It's a natural thing.
Can people pay to insult me too? The most judgmental people are really judging themselves. I'm being bullied also. They called the police on me several times. That's like, you're wasting police resources. Like, act like a human. Like, ugh. FFG is probably FBRC. Ugh, they look alike. That man is so miserable. That thing is so miserable. He sits there, like, with no teeth and, like, and he, like, calls places. He harasses me. So he's another one who lives in Canada and is going to be getting a harassment charge very soon. Both of them.
Missy Moo. she
Missy
said,
Moo, hi! Oh my
she said, where's FFG's boyfriend?
god.
How about perfect imperfect? She says she has a husband. Let us see him. LOL.
No, but she'll be like, oh, Foodie Beauty's on her honeymoon watching my videos. And you're happily married with your husband that you lay to every night, but you're reacting to every little single thing I do, looking for views and money.
And getting it.
What?
Are you mad? Stay mad, Foodie.
Hypocrite.
And you go to reaction channels looking for content, hypocrite. You bounce around on different reaction channels looking for content, vulture.
People are ruthless. You could clearly see Chantal was struggling, and they keep pushing that it's just evil.
Kimberly
They're gonna
said,
get their comment.
congratulations. It's so good to see you happy together.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Shukran.
No, Steve, I'm here. He said, why you are quiet today?
He's reading the comments. We were both not really in the mood to go live, honestly. I'm kind of like just tired of the drama. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of just people using me in every aspect of my life.
Missy Moo said, my husband is with me in all the drama. LOL. Partners in crime. LOL.
Partners in crime, yes. Girl, do they drink tea with lemon and honey? Yeah, we have some mint tea I'm gonna have after because that might help actually.
You know, I'm having to wonder if the reason why Salah is having her drink the mint drinks is because, you know, Chantal's breath may not be the best. Because we know that she doesn't brush her teeth. And if her teeth are rotting in her mouth, I'm sure that her breath does not smell the best. So to kind of mask it, he's like telling her to drink all these mint drinks.
Missy, you and Mr. Moo are so cute. Missy Moo. Everything everyone wants to know about Salah's stuff they have to wait and see about. Like everything will be real. Have patience. Stabby was different. We all saw that. Yeah. Camera certain way for us to both be in together. He's so tall. I love it.
35 centimeters difference only.
Congratulations, Chantal. I hope you will spend many happy years together. Aw, thank you.
They'd be lucky to last the next 3 weeks. I gotta tell you guys, I just keep getting this feeling that Chantal's not gonna be there for 3 whole months. As I said, she's losing money being in Kuwait. I mean, she started off doing the short videos, which really didn't make much. But she was used to doing 6 to 10 hours of live streams a day. And because she did 6 to 10 hours a day, she was pulling in a decent amount per day. But if she's only able to stream like once every other day, she's losing a lot of money. I just have a feeling she's going to be home in about 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe when the next paycheck hits, she can't afford to be there for 3 months. She just can't.
Thank you for the super chat and thank you for that.
Thank you.
Hi, Brittany. You like me wearing black? Thanks, Seth. Dust probably caused a sinus infection. Yeah, like it's my head is, you know. We haven't seen Frenchie's mug lately either. Come on, Frenchie, show yourself. Let's see a big old gander of you in that butter. Can you auction off the tech? I shot it in the garbage, Fupa. Ray John. Oh, yeah. Sure. I will bet you, Ray John, but you know what? That's not your business. And two, there's more to life than, you know, trust me, not being treated like crap and aging 10 years with someone is so much better. He's a tall.
So somebody sent a super chat, and I'm going to be ladylike, referring to the difference in size of genitalia, saying that Salah, how can I say this politely, that he probably has a bigger eggplant. Now, I don't know what's going on with Salah that way, and I don't want to know. It's not my business. But Chantal is over saying there's more to life than that. Girl, you haven't even gotten it yet. It's not even out of the package. You haven't even seen it yet. You don't know what's going on there, and I doubt you will be seeing it. I seriously doubt you will be seeing it. But this one, who did all kinds of live streams saying I'm a size queen, that I have to have a bigger guy because I'm a bigger woman. But now she's saying, oh, size doesn't matter. Oh, come on. Really? Really? All right.
A glass of water, yes. But she wants to make it a personal mission to ruin any bit of Salah going to Canada is unhinged. She's just digging herself a grave, literally. Like, she's digging herself, well, not literally, but she's digging herself a hole. Because all of these things are harassment, like, to the nth degree, to the 11th degree, BBJ. She, like, these are all things that can prove her harassment. She's shown up in public places several times to stalk me. Like, it's so...
Keyword, public places. Public places, Chantal. So Frenchie showed up at a public place. Case closed. It was a public place, open to the public. You have no leg to stand on. It was a public place. Public. Remember that, public.
So...
Aisha said she thinks she owns Canada.
Yeah. You own nothing but a
Okay,
freak-
no need.
Yeah, she owns nothing but a carton of cigarettes and a Gucci purse that I paid for with my content. You have enough proof to get her charged. Yeah,
Sure she does.
I have someone who wants to help me with that too, so I'm going to be reaching out.
Trixie said you have enough proof.
You better be saving your money for the new man right next to you, because I got a feeling he's going to be more expensive than Nader. You know how you're paying all that money towards Nader? I just got a feeling, Chantal, he's going to be worse. So rather than spend your money on consulting lawyers and can I take someone to court and press charges, save your money for your new man. You're going to need it.
Proof to get her charged.
Yeah, that's what I just... Yeah. No, she doesn't even know. She's in crap.
Lisa, oh, I have just seen the photo.
Oh, you did the photo of us? Like, I'm down here, he's up there, yeah.
Dream says Salah is a major upgrade.
Major... Like, I can't even compare it. Like... Honestly, I feel like he's my good karma. Like I definitely feel like God put him in my path compared to...
Yeah, you feel that way, but the reality is going to be much different. I'm telling you, he's going to drop you on your head. He's going to get what he's going to get out of you, and then he's going to be gone. You're just a stepping stone to this dude. Everybody can see it but you. And let's be honest, and let's be clear, Chantal, the only reason why you're hanging on to Salah this way, and you're going to continue to hold on to him, is because he is probably the most attractive dude you've ever had around you for 5 minutes. And that's not a slag towards BB or anybody else. I'm just saying recently, he is the more attractive guy you've hung around. And you're going to find out. You're going to find out that hard lesson that pretty boys like him, they're like paintings at a museum. You know, you can look at them. They're nice to look at, but don't touch them. Don't touch them. Because when you touch them, it becomes very expensive. Okay? I just got a feeling that you're going to hang on to this Salah person way too long. Way too long. And you're going to do it because you're a narcissist and you have an ego. You're going to think, I own this guy and I can control him with my money. And I'll do whatever it takes to keep him around me. And the more you keep him around you, the more miserable it's going to make you. And I love that for you. I do. I absolutely adore that for you. That you're such a narcissist. You're so obsessed with having a trophy husband that trophy is going to be very, very expensive in the long run. It's going to break you. I love that for you.
Like, you guys don't see anything but a lot of stuff, but I'd say on camera he's been nothing but loving and caring. And honestly, off camera, of course, when we're in private, it's a lot different. And it's night and day. Like, you guys would know if I was miserable.
How much y'all want to bet she sleeps on the couch? How much y'all want to bet she doesn't even sleep in the bed with him? She sleeps on the couch.
Well, I would be crying. Intimacy is more than just, yes, Bella, exactly.
She probably sleeps on that couch they're sitting on right now.
I don't cover when we're alone, though. We cook Kuwait food. I could try cooking stuff sometime, maybe. But, like, we could get good. We're gonna do, like, a food tour and stuff, like another food tour. We like Salah, we heat it
Why
up.
does everything revolve around food? There's so much to do there, I'm sure, but it's all about food. She just can't get away from the food.
You guys, like, hate it instantly. Like, that's like, you guys are not dumb, you know. Man's bees are high. And yes, I should have seen it sooner, but when you're in it, it's different, like I said.
Protein Inc. I'm new here, but did you really get married? Yes, we did.
I don't believe that. I believe that they're pretending to be married. I believe that they just put on the rings for show, for content, and that's as far as it ever went.
But again, that's all, like, all of these things are not really.
Stank Jordi said Salah doesn't hurt our eyes looking at him. Thank you.
My beasters hated, so bad.
And why did your Beezers hate Nader? It wasn't so much his appearance. His appearance was shocking. His appearance was shocking because the way you described him to us, oh, he looks like this, and he's got washboard abs, blah, 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 he's good looking. And then when we saw him, we're like, what? But it wasn't his appearance that people didn't like, Chantal. It was the way you talked about him, the way you did describing the way he treated you. That's why your Beezers hated him. If he'd been a nice guy that treated you very well, nobody would have hated him. People might have had things to say about his appearance, sure, but they wouldn't have hated him. They hated him because of you, because of everything you told them.
Thank you, by the way, Bella and Punky's mom, for the super chat. Hi, Man's Beater. When I was in Gary's live stream, everyone said that Broccoli Head and Didi looked desperate. Broccoli Head! And we're totally using you for views. It's true, because he will even say things that are dumb and not true, like, her scale's broken. Like, you don't even know. Like, when did I ever weigh myself in front of you lately? Like, get a life.
You weighed yourself, but we noticed how you would always put the scale away from the camera. We couldn't see your feet on the scale. We knew that scale was broken. We knew. We've been known. I've been known for a while. I've been saying that you were in the 500-pound range. And then that live stream that Pete's did, we were saying, yeah, the scale's about 100 pounds off. And the last thing you told us as far as your weight, you said you were like 350, 360. So if the scale is 100 pounds off, that means you're around the 460 range. So was I wrong? No, girl, I'm 5'4". You're 5'1". So I'm 3 inches taller than you, but I know what it is to be a shorty. Okay? I know what it is to be a shorty. And I know that being short, the weight gain can sometimes look like more than it is just because you are short. It shows up more. It looks like more than what it is. I get that. But I've been known that you're around the 500-pound range. I did the math. Okay? I went to school. I learned math. The last weigh-in you did, the last official weigh-in you did, and I did some research on this, was Yaba did a live stream covering the stream that you did, where you were with BB. The last official true weigh-in that you did was at BB's, and you showed yourself on the scale, you showed the number, and it was about 360. So taking that and adding up all the calories that you eat every day, the binges that would be between what, 7,000 to 10,000 calories per binge? Girl, there's 3,500 calories, okay, in 1 pound of fat. So if you were eating between 5 to 7,000 calories a day. That means you were gaining between 1 to 2 pounds every day. Times that by 30 days, that's 30 to 60 pounds per month. So you were easily gaining 100 pounds every few months. Easily. So how in the world could you maintain being 340, 360 if you're eating between 5 to 7 or 8, 10,000 calories a day? There's no way. You're not doing any activity. That's how I came up with that number. And then Pete's basically just let the tea out. Yeah, the scale's off by 100 pounds. I've been known you were 500. Been known. That's why you're all about using the filters. That's why you're all about avoiding the mirrors in any place that you go to. Any mirrored surface, you want nothing to do with it. And that's another reason why you hate the reaction channels. Because they're a type of mirror. People like you that are liars, they're living in their own little fantasy world, they hate anything that's a true reflection. And so the reaction channels are like a hall of mirrors that you can't get away from. You try to lie and paint some false narrative or erase history, we don't let you get away with it. We hold you accountable. You hate that. Mirrors, Chantal, mirrors don't lie. You do, though.
Lulu said, from what I see, Salah has a huge upgrade. Thank you.
Huge upgrade. Not even comparable.
Steve, could he cook? Maybe a fried eggs.
Yeah, I do most of the cooking, but I don't mind. Because I can cook, you guys know.
We can use the air
Well, then why aren't you cooking? Why are you guys going out for sandwiches and takeout? Answer me that.
fryer, by the way.
Air fryer.
Wow, you bought it. We have to use it.
Yeah. He has a good air fryer too, not a kasori. I have a
Frozen French fries, frozen steak, frozen chicken nuggets. Whatever, right?
Yes, chicken nuggets and fried, but I'm gonna make you a real good. But we can also like going out to eat here is not very expensive, especially for local food like Kuwaiti food, and it's cooked like Syrian food. It's cooked probably better than I can do. So we just order out when we want stuff like that. And whenever we just want quick things, we just make it here, like pasta, fries. When was the first time you traveled to a new country, Chantal? I'm curious because I think I'm going to be traveling out of country for the first time. Oh, Dolly. Oh, I traveled out of country when I was like 10 to the United States, Florida.
Okay, this super chat. Nope says you have no right to come for people's children. It's disgusting. Stop thinking you have a right to do that. I don't know if this person is referencing Chantal talking about Just Breezin and Chantal being in Just Breezin's comments and talking about her kids, but I do agree with them. Chantal, kids off limits. And what makes you come in for Just Breeze and her kids especially vile is you've been on your live streams talking about you want a family with Salah, which I don't think that's going to happen for several reasons. You've had a hysterectomy, so it's physically impossible for you to have children. You talked about a uterus transplant, although those have been rare and they're extremely expensive and you're in bad health, so why would they give you a uterus transplant? You talked about adopting. I don't think anybody would adopt with you, but case in point, you're over there talking about you want a family, I guess because you now want to be a mother, but yet going after people who are already mothers and parents. Is that a correct thing to do? No, ma'am, it isn't.
But Cuba was my most recent trip where I was like heavier, so.
Girl, you've gained weight since then. I'm not trying to be rude saying that. I'm just saying. You've gained weight since Cuba. You haven't stopped binging. That's a fact. And all calories count, not just solid calories, the liquid calories. How many times a day were you going to Starbucks and getting those super huge drinks, those calorie drinks that were like 300 to 400 calories per drink? Liquid calories count, the sodas count, the juices count, the smoothies count, they all count. Between the drinks and the fast food, you were putting some serious calories away. Lots of carbs, lots of sugar, lots of fat. So how in the world were you losing weight? You know you weren't. Because if you were losing weight like you say, you would be showing yourself off more and rubbing it in the faces of the reaction channels. You'd be getting your butt on a scale, a real scale, pointing your camera down at the scale number and saying, suck it, haters. And you know what? If you did that, it'd be like, good for you. You lost some weight. But you haven't done a true weigh-in. You haven't showed us yourself on the scale. You know you're gaining weight. You know you are.
Can we see Dora? She asked. Can you see me?
Where?
Dora said, hello, can you see me?
Oh, Dora, hi. Sorry, we're behind on the comments. I miss the Holy Trinity, of course, but I understand if they don't want to be here for whatever reason, that's up to them. MW, your wife's mean attitude reflects poorly on you. MW.
You cannot, I gotta take a minute to laugh at that. That the unholy Trinity is no longer on her channel or not wanting to be a part of her channel. I'm laughing at that because Plain Cheeseburger, Ashley, Sofa, you're all horrible people. You're horrible people. You go in the reaction channels chats and you would act up. You would show your entire ass like mine. You come into my channel when I'm doing a live chat and act like jerks. So I think it's funny. I think it's funny that they're no longer part of her chat or been banned or been blocked. I think that's funny because they acted like such big shots on her channel, but now they have nowhere else to go. Nobody wants them around. They're not welcome anywhere. I love that for them.
So actually, I'm just defending myself. I don't have a mean attitude. Well, sometimes I do, but whatever.
Reflex.
Yeah.
Mm.
Congratulations, now we're the brother for me, Salah.
Dolly said, that's really awesome.
You have no right to come for people's children. It's disgusting. Stop thinking. So when did I come for someone's children? I'd like to know. Nope. Where did I come for someone's children?
Reason in her comments, that's where you did it more than once.
So it's okay for people to come for how I take care of my pets, for my relationship and everything else though, right? Like these reaction channels do and then cry victim. All I said was for Breezy to stop bullying me and taking my content and take her kid to the park instead. Where did I say anything?
Why did you have to bring her kids into it? You could have said what you said to Breezy without talking about her children, without bringing her kids into it, but you included her children. See how that works?
Bad about her kid. Actually, I commented on her, maybe on her parenting. Maybe that was out of line. But them coming for me too on things that I do just because I don't have kids is also out of line. So how about you go give them crap too?
Saint Beza said, are there any Catholics in Kuwait? Yes, there's here too many different.
Yeah.
This person, Nina, saying, you need to start striking people for stealing your content. Ridiculous. How are we stealing her content? It's not like her content is in a safe somewhere. And we're doing the Mission Impossible thing where we're like sneaking in her house, you know, with the music, dun, 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 dun. We're sneaking in her house and like cracking the safe open. Oh, we have the content. Let's go now. No, we're not stealing her content. It's on a public platform. We're just reacting to it. We're being transformative. We're doing the editing. We're making it funny. We're taking this boiled plain potato content and adding some sour cream, some cheese, some bacon bits and all that. We're spicing up the potato so other people can digest it and it tastes good. That's what we do. And as far as her striking people, when you throw strikes at somebody, you better be prepared to go to court. And Miss Mama does not have the money to take anybody to court. No. All her money is going right over here to this guy. This guy right here. So she can't afford to strike anybody. She can't. And it would be stupid for her to get started. Because I'm sure she's noticed what happened to Amberlyn Reed. Amberlyn Reed's become strike happy. Nobody really covers Amber because of that. Also because Amber's boring. And look what happened to Amber. Amber's so desperate for attention, she's reacting to herself. I don't think she wants to go the path of Amber. I really don't. So no, we're not stealing her content. And if she's smart, she won't strike anybody. She'll just stay on her channel and make whatever money she can and be quiet.
Religions.
It's a secular. It's Islamic, but it is secular too in some ways. She has crazy eyes. Like, hey, Nader. You need to strike. But the thing is, my content is technically not copyrighted. Like,
right?
maybe someday, inshallah, I don't know. But yeah, the fact that people think it's okay to just steal other creators' content and make it their own by adding a few, like literally, that Pulpy guy will sit there watching my stuff like this.
And Pulpy is entertaining, he's funny, and he's popular. Stay mad, Chantal, stay mad.
You're so annoyed by me, but you need me for views, so why are you complaining about every little thing I do in my life? When you tell someone to take care of their child, it brings children into it. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't say anything about their child.
You brought him up.
And if they don't want to be criticized on their behavior, then don't be online, just like me, right? You guys criticize me about my behavior and what I do in my personal life. Again, if you don't want to be criticized back, don't be public. At least you. Oh my gosh, thank Jory. Breezy got engaged to someone over the internet without ever meeting them in person, and took grocery money from that person, and then gave it to their current boyfriend apparently.
You're criticizing Breezy for these things, but everything you just named is something you did for Nader. And as far as Salah, you got engaged and got married to Salah without even meeting him. Do you know how ridiculous you sound? You're trying to criticize Breezy and throw shade at her, but yet everything you just named is something you did with either Nader or Salah. Ma'am, sit down, please.
She's a loon. I don't like fake people at all. I see right past it.
Then you should hate
Maybe I don't have a nice way of expressing myself sometimes. Maybe I need to work on that, but at least I'm not fake.
Yes, you are. You're fake and you're phony, and every time you get with a guy, you change who you are. You're a different person depending on the guy you're with. You're never the same person. You are not yourself. I don't even know. You probably even know who you are. You're so lacking in identity. You take on the identity of whoever you're with. You become them versus just being yourself, which is why you will never ever be in a real relationship, Chantal, because you don't know who you are. You don't want to know. You don't want to find out. You just want to be with somebody and be claimed to be married. You want someone to love you for you, but who are you? You know, you just shift from one thing to the next thing.
A good parent wouldn't bring their kids online to start with. You know, you're the boss of all these people. As soon as I stop mentioning them, I know, bad boy, you're so right. Tiffany, hi! Who do I look like? Oh, that drives me nuts. Sorry. You're right, Faith. You're right. So, I guess I'm done being mean for tonight. No, not true. She never attacked her child directly. Perhaps her parenting, the big difference. Breezy has also. I didn't even attack her parenting. I never said she was a bad mom. I said, honestly, I just find it so bizarre that grown adults like Yaba with children have the nerve to bully others online. Like Yaba sent a super chat to Pete and was like, "Oh yeah, the scale's broken. So you're fat shaming someone? Like I really hope your kids never grow up to be fat. Like really." I don't get it. Like I don't understand how grown adults with children bully others online all day. That to me is disgusting. And I'll never ever, you can say I'm coming for people's kids, but no, honey, that's not. Kathleen Cruz, I just want to say congratulations. Just love and be happy. Thank you, Kathleen. My scale wasn't broken, which is BS.
Being fat.
It hurt. Well, I don't know if the scale was broken, but maybe because of the battery situation, but it was definitely, when she got on the scale, it definitely wasn't given the right number, that's for sure.
That is not shaming, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed about for being fat at all. Never be afraid to be fat, to take up space. Whatever these losers think about you is their problem. And that's,
you know, why don't you try living in that truth? If this is what you believe, Chantal, if this is your attitude of don't be ashamed of who you are, live in the truth, then try living in the truth. Take all the filters off your phone and say what your true weight is. Live in the truth. Stop with the lies. That's what makes people the most crazy, is the lies. You say one thing, you do another. That there's the proud to be me, Chantal, the big beautiful me. I'm a big beautiful woman. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm comfortable in my own skin. And then there's the direct opposite, the Chantal that uses filters to the umpteenth degree, the Chantal that does not want to be in front of any mirror, the Chantal that will not buy an iPhone, that only buys Samsungs because they have filters, the Chantal that runs past any phone where she's not being filtered, the Chantal that goes to a park out of her way to do walks just because she doesn't want anybody to see her, the Chantal that won't get out of the car if there's anybody else around. That's the real you. There's a you that you say you are, and then there's the real you. And everything that I've seen and heard since I've been reacting to you, you are not comfortable with who you are. You're not comfortable. You try to live in a fantasy world all the time, putting your face in the camera because you like what you see in the camera, but once the camera's turned off, there's the reality, and you don't want to face the reality. It's all about escapism, you escaping into your fantasy world, pretending to be a big deal. You're not even a big deal on YouTube. You think you are, but you're not.
It's actually their karma. The scale fiasco was so stupid. It's juvenile. It needs batteries. They're inaccurate when they start running low. It was accurate for how long? Can we be on 90 Day Fiancé? You have to
Okay, I'm just going to throw this random tidbit in here. And I've just done some homework on this. Like, depending on the scale and the brand it is, some scales will only go up to a certain weight amount. Sometimes it's 300, sometimes it's 500. And if you're someone and you're over 500 pounds, you need a scale that can go up to a higher number. I don't know the exact scale that Chantal owns, but if there is a weight limit and she's over the weight limit, then it's still not going to give an accurate amount anyway.
be American for that.
No, guys, stop her not blocked.
No. He has an issue for some reason, so that's on him. Bullying is vile behavior, and they have the moral high ground according to their viewers. Give me a break. Yes. They're brainless viewers. People are so willing to hate me for whatever reason, their own personal reason, and you can see it's personal in their videos, especially FFG. Hi, I know I bother you because you're jealous. So,
jealous of what? That's her defense. I think I figured Chantal out, at least part of her. She always keeps up a wall to keep reality from coming in. She puts up a wall, and part of her defense is everybody's jealous. She doesn't want to let truth in. She doesn't want to let reality in. So let's just say to ourselves, oh, they're jealous of me. I'm hotter than 90% of everybody else on YouTube. They must all be jealous. No, we're not jealous. I haven't seen anybody who's jealous of you. I don't think anybody would trade places with you, Chantal. That's what you tell yourself, to keep from admitting the truth of you've got issues and you've got problems and you need to fix yourself and you need to get to working on that. But rather than do that, you'd rather keep up your narcissistic wall and say, oh, they're jealous of me. I'm fine. Are you?
But you need to get that jealousy in check, honey, because it's going to get you in legal trouble. I can promise you that. Anyway, they're so willing to hate me for whatever reason that they're willing to just forgo their morals by being racist with his name, by just being horrible people, and then will you stay friends with past friends like SJM and Keys?
Hi, Kelly. Thank you.
I'm not friends with SJM. SJM does nothing but talk crap about me when he's drunk, and no, not a friend.
Florida, you blocked Sofa King. Nobody blocked him.
No, nobody blocked him. There's drama for nothing with that, and I'm not buying into that. Like, longtime beezers should know I'm not into that. Like, if you keep, when I tell you to stop doing something, if you keep pressing and keep pressing, obviously I'm going to call you out on it no matter who you are. It's not has to do with loyalty at all. I'm not like unconditionally loyal to people who are disrespectful to me. V-Star, welcome to very important beezer. Ready, set, please. It makes me, honestly, this whole thing just makes me realize maybe the Holy Trinity never had my best interest in heart. Maybe that's the whole time, because where are they now?
What you said, bees.
Yeah. I've been warned about that. A lot of my beezers don't have my best interest in heart, and that's fine. There's room for new beezers all the time. Oh, thank you, Ray John. I like being a demon. Is there a new Trinity in the making? No. No. We're getting a hug. I didn't talk to them. Oh, this keeps falling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aisha said, yes, Dora, you are blocked. Then Dora said, thank you guys, except Aisha. So funny.
The insults are really like fans buying passes to fangirl concert. But is he deserves privacy because he's not abusive. So yes, if you hit me and you abuse me, I'm gonna reveal you to the public. So you can tell your mom to blame you for ruining your life when you put your hands on me, honey.
You know, again, Salah, I don't like you, dude. You strike me as being a snake in the grass, untrustworthy, scammer, pretty boy. Those are the words that come to mind. A smooth operator. You got a horse in this race, and you're going to stick it out until your horse gets to the finish line. But even if you do nothing physical, Chantal, if you cross her, if you don't give her what she wants, or you try to cut it off with her, she's going to bring the storm. She will. You're going to find out, though. I mean, you're the one that got involved with her this way. You're going to find out probably sooner than later.
Or not honey. Trash. Ignores better than me, actually.
Just live your life and forget the haters.
Yeah, they're never gonna go away. They're pathetic.
Everybody know why these reaction channels work about or work for.
Yeah, exactly. You're introducing something new to us. You got to take your time with. It's okay to be modest with your relationship when you decide details are cool to show. We can learn more then. Exactly. Salah, does anyone in Kuwait look at you differently because of your relationship? How differently? Like, no. I don't think people even look at us in
No.
public. People just mind their own business here. People, like, there's so many obese people in Kuwait. Like, it's. Why would they look at us different? Because I'm bigger? Like,
Nobody look to the others. No.
no.
Even here, by the way, here there's many fat people, so it's okay. It's fine. Cool.
Rebbe, yeah, let us newlywed be. Yes.
So Tiffany says, Salah handling it so good and not bothered. You know why he's not bothered? Because he's indifferent. He don't care about Foodie. He's here for his own reasons. He's not here for her. That's why I say anybody that might be sending super chats thinking it's going to shake Salah up, anybody with the mindset of Salah doesn't know about Foodie. There's lots of stuff he don't know about her. And if we send a super chat, he'll get to know her or he'll find out about these things and it might change the way he feels about her or thinks about her. He don't care. He don't care. But Foodie's making money anyway. So all you guys are doing with the super chats is putting money into her pocket. Salah doesn't care. There's not a single solitary thing that anybody can say in his super chat or a super sticker that is going to make him get up out of his seat and go, what? I didn't know that. I'm disgusted. I'm leaving. It's not going to happen. He's indifferent. He does not care. He's around her for whatever reason. It must be something substantial because people have already told him some pretty shocking stuff in lots of super chats, and it hasn't phased him. So if that's the reason you guys are sending super chats over there, just think about what I said. He's there for his own reasons. He could care less what anybody says about Foodie. He's there for his reward, whatever that may be.
Miss Moo. We still love. So many people made videos on his military shirt, and he looks over at me and he's like, "It's from Jack and Jones."
Yeah.
Okay, there's a place. There's many places. You can get like, I don't know, everything. Falafel. The falafels here are amazing. The falafel on Saj is so good. The chicken majboos was so good. The kanafa, everything was good. Salah, did you expect people to be this nuts, mean crazy? When Chantal told you she had a channel, you can be a tad obsessed. I don't think you expected it to be this bad, huh?
No comment.
Have a good news.
Oh, you think it's bad now, Salah? Just wait. I'm telling you, when she turns on you, it's gonna get ugly, bro. It's gonna get real ugly. You won't believe the amount of lies she's gonna tell on you. The lies, the accusations, if you cross her. And you're already in the danger zone, sir, because you're a decent looking guy. And I know she's looking at you as a tall glass of water, and she's thirsty. Foodie is dehydrated. She's looking at you to quench her thirst. And if you don't do it, or if it comes to pass that you guys have a business agreement and that's all you wanted, and you're trying to do this business deal, cut, clean, and dried, and she's got some kind of longings for you, and you're not fulfilling them, oh, the wrath will come after.
He can buy me Baba Ganoush, though.
And I agree with this super chat. Please stop messing with the hijab every 2 seconds. Yeah, because she keeps touching it. She keeps fiddling around with it.
The mini tour? I don't know. I'm gonna do that, ride a camel in the desert at least once before I go. Maybe another month I'll lose more weight than the camel.
The camel can carry double of your weight, by the way.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry about
did
this.
look it up because I'm considerate at least.
But for your weight, also the horse can carry you.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I
So
can't,
you can ride a horse also.
but I can't get on a horse. Like a camel goes down.
Yeah, there's a saddle. You can just put your feet, and we can hold you.
You push me up.
I can push you up. Yes.
Yeah. Aw. That's what you think. I'm kidding.
Horse riding bees.
I have gone clothes shopping, actually. Yeah, horse riding bees. I got this abaya. Interested or something, yes.
Dora, Salah, did you go to college? Did you go? Yeah, I did for a long time.
Okay, you know what? This react is almost at 2 hours. That's double what I normally do. I think we'll cut it off here. I think we're good. We're more than good. I just want to cover as much of this as possible because unlike the usual boring vlogs he's been putting out, there was some spice here. So you got to take advantage of it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Would love to hear from you and hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending time on my channel and me. Take care, everybody, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.